Welcome to today's Explainer. We've got something incredibly special lined up for you. Today, we are unpacking a deeply profound philosophical excerpt titled Fortifying the Inner Citadel. And here's the kicker. It is literally just 27 words long. Now, you might be wondering, how on earth are we doing a whole explainer on a couple of sentences? Well, I promise you, by the time we wrap up, this brief but incredibly dense text is going to completely reframe how we view threats, how we view ourselves, and how we build true resilience. Okay, let's dive right into this. More importantly, build mental strength to protect against your own mind. I actually want us to start right at the end. This intense, heavy final line is the ultimate destination of our source text today. It's a staggering thought, isn't it? Protecting against your own mind. We naturally tend to think of our mind as our absolute greatest ally, but this text dares to suggest it might actually be the very thing we need protection from. To figure out how the author arrives at this mind-blowing conclusion, we need to carefully deconstruct the entire architecture they built to get us there. Section 1. The Inner Citadel. Exploring the foundation of the mind. The author doesn't just view the mind as some passive organ sitting in your head. They view it as a structure, a citadel. So what exactly is an inner citadel? Well, it's the fortified foundation of the mind. It requires active building, and it absolutely demands protection against both internal and external threats. The entire logic of our source material's title hinges on this historical architectural concept. Think about ancient fortresses for a second. A citadel isn't just a perimeter wall. It's the absolute core, the ultimate stronghold of a city. But here's the undeniable truth of all architecture. A citadel is only as strong as what it is built upon. If the ground shifts beneath it, those walls are going to crack. Mental strength is foundation. Let's just pause and really let that sink in. Before any defensive walls are built, before the iron gates are reinforced, before the watchtowers go up, the absolute bedrock must be mental fortitude. Notice how the author doesn't say mental strength is a tool, or a weapon, or a nice-to-have accessory. They explicitly state it is the foundation. Without it, absolutely nothing else you build is going to stand the test of time.
Section 2. The external threat. Guarding against the physical world.
So, the crucial point is, now that we've established our unshakable bedrock, the author shifts our focus outward. We move away from that abstract, invisible foundation and into the highly visible, tangible world around us. How do we handle this physical realm? First, we have to acknowledge the undeniable presence of others. Second, we need to soberly recognize the potential threat that those others pose. And third, we are instructed to build physical strength as a direct, deliberate countermeasure. It's a totally unsentimental instruction. Physical strength has a very specific utilitarian purpose here. It is fundamentally, undeniably, about protecting yourself from outside forces. There is a really beautiful, logical correlation being made here. We've got the physical realm of other people, the others, paired directly with the physical realm of bodily capacity, your physical strength. It's an elegant, balanced equation. Physical problems out in the real world require physical defenses. It's practical, it's straightforward, and it's a totally necessary layer of the outer defenses. But it is definitely not the final word. Section 3. The internal threat. The danger within. I want to slow things down a bit right here. Let's take a breath. We are making a major shift inward, preparing for the text's ultimate philosophical turn. The physical walls are built and guarded, sure, but what if the true threat isn't even outside the gates? And this brilliantly illustrates the great contrast of our source text. On one side, you have physical strength, which protects against others. On the exact opposite side, you have mental strength, which protects against your own mind. We're comparing the external, highly visible physical battle with the invisible, relentless internal mental battle. You can easily spot an enemy charging at you across a physical battlefield. But how on earth do you spot the enemy when it's the very lens through which you view the world? More importantly, I want to focus entirely on these two transitional words. With just 6 syllables, the author instantly pivots our priorities. Notice, they don't dismiss physical strength. I mean, they literally just commanded us to build it, but they are strictly establishing a hierarchy of survival here. Whatever comes immediately after the words "more importantly" is the ultimate overriding directive. If we map out the author's explicit weighting of these two concepts, it paints a pretty clear picture. While we obviously don't have hard numerical data from a 27-word quote, we can totally visualize the philosophical ratio they're laying out. Physical strength absolutely gets its due, but mental strength, it shoots way past it. Defending against your own mind, your doubts, your rational fears, your self-sabotage, those unchecked impulses, is the far more critical task. Think about it. If your mind falls, it doesn't matter how physically strong the walls of your body are. The inner citadel's already lost.
Section 4. Building the foundation. Stacking our defenses.
All right, let's bring the energy back up. We are transitioning into the final synthesis of our explainer. Let's move to see how this all builds together step by step in the exact chronological sequence prescribed by the text. Step 1. Establish mental strength as the foundation. You pour the concrete. Step 2. Build physical defense for the external. You raise the outer walls against others. And step 3. Fortify mental defense for the internal. You secure the inner throne room against the betrayals of your own mind. It's a perfect, impenetrable loop. Mental strength starts the entire process, and mental strength completes it.
So, here is the entire source text in full. Mental strength is foundation. Build physical strength to protect yourself against others. More importantly, build mental strength to protect against your own mind. Now that this whole Russian doll of a concept has been fully unpacked, now that the dual threats, both external and internal, are completely understood, the sheer density of wisdom here is just amazing. It's an entire philosophy of defensive existence wrapped up in 3 incredibly brief sentences. I want to leave you with one final vital question to chew on. Is your greatest enemy already past your own gates? It's something we all need to ask ourselves. Are you spending all your time, your energy, and your anxiety fighting others? Are you overly obsessed with the external threats, constantly reinforcing the physical outer walls of your life, while completely ignoring the quiet, sometimes insidious threat of your own thoughts? Remember, the Citadel only stands if the foundation is sound. Build your physical strength to protect against the world, sure, but never ever forget where the real, most important battle is fought. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will catch you on the next one.